Hi everybody, welcome back to my kitchen. I know that you may think it's a little bit early to start pressure cooking meals, but you know, pressure cooking is really practical for the summer months. I just didn't do any recipes because it doesn't heat up your kitchen, and well, let me see, did I do this right? And it's just you know, a fast and easy way to do things and not heat your house up and run up your electric bill. But anyway, yeah, today I'm going to make a broccoli rice casserole. It's only going to take 5 minutes in this pressure cooker. I've got a tablespoon of oil in here and a half of an onion that I chopped up as finely as I could, and I'm going to brown this onion, and after it gets through browning, I'm going to add I'm not going to brown it, I'm just going to saute it till, you know, till it gets translucent. Then I'm going to add some pepper flakes and some thyme. And then I'll bring you back so you don't have to watch this process. Alright, these onions are beginning to soften, so I'm going to add a teaspoon of thyme and just a pinch of red pepper flakes. Just a pinch. You know, they go a long way. So we're going to do that. Get that moving around in there. Oof, that thyme is a green color. It turned my onions green. We're going to let this saute together just a few minutes. And you know, be ahead on the cautious side of your red pepper flakes because they go a long way. If you don't like things pretty spicy, then a pinch means a pinch. If you like them spicier, then add a little more. If you want some other spices in here you think will be good, go ahead and add it. Alright, this is about as brown as I want it. Now I'm going to add a cup of rice. This is just dried rice. I'm going to add the whole cup. I'm going to get it coated in the little bit of oil that's left in here. So I'm just moving it around. Now it's coated. I'm going to add, now I have mixed together 1 10-ounce can or thereabouts of cream of mushroom soup. I mixed it together with 1 cup of water. And that goes in next. Oh. Alright, now if you want any salt in here, now is the time to add it, and I do, because nothing tastes good that doesn't have some salt in it. So there's a little bit of salt you can always add, but you can't take away. Alright, now the next thing going in is the broccoli, and it's either 3 cups of fresh broccoli or frozen broccoli florets. And I had a roasted chicken in the refrigerator that there was just a little bit left on, and I didn't want to have to throw that chicken away, so I went ahead and diced it, not diced it, but kind of shredded it. And it's going in here too. I'm just putting the whole shebang in. There we go. I'm going to stir it up. I'm going to put the lid on it and make sure that the little dial is set to pressure. And I'm going to set the timer for 5 minutes. And then we'll be back. Alright, my timer just went off. And this calls for a quick release. So we're going to quick release it. Now I told you that it took 3 cups of broccoli, fresh or frozen. Well, I had a bag of frozen broccoli. It was a 12-ounce bag of the florets, and I didn't want to have, you know, a few broccoli florets left, so I just put them all in there. And I hope they're not still hard, because I know you all have heard me say before, I like my vegetables not mushy, but I like them soft. So I'm waiting for this little valve right here to flop down, and I'll know that it's safe for me to open my top, which should be any minute now. Come on, there it goes. Alright, so here we go. Always open your pressure cooker away from you. Never towards your face. Never. You'll get burned. Alright, the first thing I'm going to do is stir it. I'm going to have something to hold the pot. I'm going to stir it up. Some of my rice got a little brown, but I don't think that'll hurt anything. Alright, now before I do anything else, I have a large lemon, and I mean this lemon was large. If yours is small, use the whole thing. I'm going to squeeze the juice of this lemon into my pot of broccoli and chicken and rice. And you may say, ooh, why are you doing that? Well, I'm telling you that lemon perks up the flavor of everything. You can't add too much. You can. So, you gotta watch for that. Alright, let me put that down and give it a stir. I could have put a can of mushrooms in here. I could have done a lot. Now I'm going to taste it. Get a spoon. Although, you know, it's just salmon. If I wanted to taste it out of this spoon, it would be okay, but I'm afraid I'd gross y'all out. I'm going to taste it. That's just enough lemon. Half of a big lemon. But it needs salt. So now I'm going to stir that in. And the next thing is 2 cups of shredded cheddar cheese going right on top. This is what makes it a casserole, I guess. It's probably a casserole without the cheese, but you know I'm a cheese lover. So I actually measured this cheese because I thought 2 cups, that's a lot. So anyway, there it is. Now what I'm going to do now is put the top back on it. I'm not going to put it under pressure, and I'm not going to seal the top. I'm just going to lay the top on here, and we're going to let it sit for about 10 minutes until the cheese melts, and then I'll bring you back and Sam will take a bite. Well, our cheese is melted, and I have a few things I want to say about this casserole. If you add anything extra, and I mean including the extra broccoli that I added, and then I added chicken besides that, but if you add anything more than what it calls for, add a little bit more water, like 1/4 cup. And the lemon. I like lemon. I told you if you had a small lemon to use the whole thing. Start out with 1/2 of one, even though it is small, and give it a taste first. So, those are my 2 things that I wanted to tell you. Other than, I think it takes 6 minutes and not 5 for this to turn out perfect. So Sam is here. He's gonna test this for us. And of course it did need more salt, but you know, you can always add your salt. Look how good that looks. I mean, that is one good looking casserole.
It does look good.
So he's going to give it a taste for us and let us know what he thinks. Here you go, Sammy.
She won't let me eat for 12 hours before I taste something. And naturally it's going to be delicious. Let's see, said the blind man.
Oh, let me tell you one other thing. This called for a teaspoon of thyme. I found it too strong. You may not, but I'm going to advise you to start with 1/2 teaspoon, or even just 3/4 of a teaspoon. But to me, a teaspoon was a little too much. But the casserole was good.
It's delicious. It's super moist again. It's tastes very healthy, I guess, for the broccoli. And yeah, great Sunday dinner. Cheese is great, broccoli's great, rice, everything. The thyme's not too heavy for me. Very good.
See, that could just be me. Yeah. I couldn't taste the onions. Could you?
Yeah.
You can? Well, all right, guys. Yeah, I gave you my advice at the end of the video, but, you know, you season it to your taste. I just thought the thyme was a little heavy, and I thought that the cooking time needed to be 1 more minute, and add a little bit more water if you add anything extra, like 1/4 cup of water, and start out with 1/2 lemon instead of a whole one. And that's it, fellas. Thank you for coming in today and spending part of your day with me. I appreciate it every time you take a little time out of your day to spend watching me make recipes and mess up some too. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It only takes a minute. And until next time, you all take care.